What's that?
On the shaky ground carries me. Whoa, rains down.
Rains down. We have the vocal track a bit more open. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back in the studio with a good cup of coffee for one more vocal analysis. And you guys asked, I'm going to do it. Let's listen to more Ren. I released last week a video on Ren for his newest song for Vincent's Tale, and you guys told me to listen to Sunflowers because I hadn't before. So it's time to listen to Sunflowers. Now, if you're new here, my name is Kyle Leish. I'm a singer-songwriter and voice teacher. As a singer-songwriter, I just released a new song of mine. It's called The Crown My Fall. It's a rock song, heavy guitars, high vocals. And if you're curious about my own singing, please give it a listen. Let me know your thoughts as well, alright? And as a voice teacher, my work is based on laryngophysiology, what the muscles that we have inside our larynxes, inside our throats, how they behave to be able to shape our voices and the sounds that we want to hear. So without further ado, let's listen to Ren, Sunflowers.
Tragic scenes last night in London. A 14-year-old girl was found dead from a fatal stab wound. Her attacker, a 14-year-old boy, is in critical condition after a violent altercation with a police officer. Over to reporters on the ground for more.
Oh, such a beautiful shame. The sunflowers will when the skies do not rain. It's a story I'm sure we all know. It's a moment of madness inside of the woes. We all fall down in London town, and shaky ground carries me. Whoa, rains down.
Woo! What's that?
Carries me.
So he's singing with active vocal folds here. The muscles are more engaged, compressed. It's not. But up to this point, nothing new, because again, Ren sings mostly with his vocal folds active. He's telling a story, and he's singing in the way that he would speak oftentimes. And it's not uncommon to speak with active vocal folds. But here we have something not only a bit higher, but also distortion. Whoa! Vibrato as well. Whoa! Vibrato as well. Whoa! High A4.
On the shaky ground carries me. Whoa, rains down.
Rains down. We have the vocal track a bit more open. This is a snarl phaser, a kind of vocal distortion that we have. This name comes from vocal anthropophysiology, which is the framework for my work as a voice teacher. And inside vocal anthropophysiology, we call this kind of vocal distortion a snarl phaser voice. We have some sibilant, some hiss, some there, but we also have the vocal tract going towards an shape, which is the schwa vowel, a neutral vowel. We are opening up space, raising the palate. We are dropping a little bit the base of the larynx. Do not confuse that with the front of the larynx, which would be the third cartilage, the Adam's notch. This is not like I'm singing classical singing and then I put my whole larynx down. No, whenever you want for that shape, if you embrace your larynx here with your fingers like this, like make a bic, and then just put it around your larynx and you embrace it, you feel that right here, you feel a small angle down whenever you do that vowel. We have the posterior muscles of the larynx, especially the lateral cricoretinoid muscles, working a bit more, lowering the base of the larynx whenever we go for that shape. And we have this for this kind of distortion. That reminds me a lot of M Shadows, Avenged Sevenfold, and also Corey Taylor, Slipknot, when he did down the yodel, down that sudden break. This is fantastic. His music is so great.
Oh, what a terrible
a beautiful run there.
Fall down. Fall down.
Fall down, fall down,
Fall down.
down. Even a small vibrato there at the end.
In London town.
Down, a horn voice, so he's making it a bit brighter. He's really going for that N.
Shaky ground carries me. Whoa, rains down.
Hooray! I love this part.
Blindingly loud. Never surrender.
And this is what, in terms of vocal schemes, that's what we call a weak voice. We don't have a whole lot of weak voice in singing, but in contemporary singing, we do use it here and there to convey that dramatic strength whenever you want to sing super, super quiet. And that makes our singing, believe me, extremely dramatic. And I want to tell you that that's something really important, is that when we speak with the weak voice, our voice becomes super quiet, and that makes our sound way more expressive and dramatic, as if you were trying to keep the same level of volume the whole time. So it's great to hear weak voice whenever we hear that in contemporary singing. This is a kind of vocal technique that we only hear in amplified singing. We don't have a whole lot of that in singing that doesn't have a microphone next to you. But when we do have a microphone, that microphone is close to you, then we can use that. And he's doing that when he's ending that part. Hey, there's Ren. Okay, this is like he's in the same locations from the other one that I just analyzed. Piano, those dissonances creating tension, building up that tension. It's becoming heavier. It's almost like a horror movie. And that's where we start the new song. Genius. And I suppose these scenes that we haven't seen will be in the future videos. We have it one? Yeah. Okay. It's such a whole experience listening to Ren. Like, it's not like just listening to a song. We are experiencing a whole piece of art with strong visuals, a strong concept, a fantastic music to serve as the soundtrack for it. Yeah, and his songwriting is just inspiring. It's truthful, it's raw, it's expressive, it's complete. Well, if you want to develop your voice so that you can also be expressive with your singing, please check out my complete online course, Building Your Voice. The link is down below. When you click the link, you'll be redirected to a page where you can watch a 38 minutes lesson where we talk about belting and vocal distortions, how to practice vocal distortions in a safe way, how to start belting out those high notes. And then you have the option of being my student, being part of the Building Your Voice community. In there, we talk about active vocal schemes whenever you want to sound strong and powerful and belt out those high notes. We talk about passive vocal schemes for when you want to sound vulnerable and soft and create a dramatic strength. We talk about vocal distortions. We have a whole module on vocal distortions and how to practice and apply them in a safe way. We talk about how to properly warm up your voice. We talk about breathing support. We talk about vocal physiology if you want to understand more about what the muscles that you have inside your larynx do and how to properly train them. We have a vocal exercise library for you to exercise each of these techniques. We also have a bonus module on music theory for singers, which I find extremely important, especially if you want to communicate with other musicians. Okay, so again, Building Your Voice, check it out. And if you're curious about my own singing, my own writing, you can also check out my original music. I'll leave it linked below. Please give it a listen and let me know your thoughts as well. Okay, that's all for today. You guys enjoy the day, enjoy your coffee, and remember, if your concepts cannot be seen in the real world, they must change, and not the world.